You don't need a fryer at home. I'll show you how. So literally we're doing just like small fistfuls at a time. And we're gonna spread that out. Oh, that's bad. So we're gonna make some crispy onions to top this bad boy with. You don't need a fryer at home. I'll show you how. If you do have a tabletop fryer, bonus points for you because those things are awesome. These are just white onions. White onions don't, in particular, implant a whole lot of flavor. We're more after a texture element on this because we don't. Everything we're doing tonight is to complement that bison and that Wagyu. Nothing about this is trying to detract from that. Best way to slice onions for a cheeseburger, and don't let anybody ever tell you different, is a Japanese mandolin. Outside of the fact that they're green and I think they're made in Japan, I don't know what makes this one Japanese versus anything else. So when we slice these, we're looking for something pretty thin, borderline translucent, right? And the reason for that is it's gonna cook faster and they're gonna get way crispier. At this point, there's no need to be a superstar. You're gonna cut your hand, you're gonna cut your fingers, you're gonna bleed all over your onions, and you gotta start all over. Save this for a stock or soup or something. Okay, so we're gonna bread these onions, but for a while we want them to break down. We want that molecular structure to kind of break down a little bit. And the best way to do that is with soda water. Ginger beer works really good. Water itself works really good. Beer works amazing. My personal favorite is Sprite. Soda water, it's got just enough lemon and lime flavor in there for me to pretend like I'm doing something really, really cool and avant-garde, but yeah. So we're gonna make a seasoned flour for our crispy onions. And it's really not a complicated process, just some all-purpose flour. And then from here, you really can't go wrong. It's kind of a dealer's choice situation. My like go-to combo here for home stuff is your favorite seasoning. Salt. Old Bay is dope in this situation. Johnny's is great. Little garlic. Granulated works way better in this application than the garlic salt, because the garlic, you're gonna add too much salt. And then I just really like a nice chili powder in there. Give a little smokiness, little background heat. Nothing crazy. Again, we're not trying to detract from the patties we're doing. Just trying to add a little not onion flavor, I guess. Mix that up, get it nice and just mix that up. There's nothing else to say, just mix it up. Stage 2 of our crispy onions. Now that they've been sitting, you can see they're not nearly as structural as they were. They're way softer, they're way more pliable. This is really good. This is gonna help us get a really, really crispy onion. So you're gonna wanna get as much water off of there as you can. Then we're gonna throw them in our seasoned flour we made earlier. And as you can see, this bowl at first blush seems like offensively large, but you don't want clumpies. You want, weirdly enough, you want as little flour on these things as possible. If you put too much flour on them, you're gonna get doughy chunks in your crispy onions, thus negating the crispy part of your crispy onion. Fold them through, filter it down. And I'll show you a secret. Let me wash my hands real quick. Most every household in America has one of these. It's called a colander. I call them a Jesus bowl because it's holy. I know that most every kitchen has one because my mom has one. So anyway, if you toss your fucking onion rings or your crispy onions into that, Give it a quick little shaky shake. Look at that. Okay. Now this right here is actually going to give you a real fighting chance at home really crispy onions, okay? There's not a whole lot of flour still sticking to these guys. This is right where we want them to be. There's a bunch of science behind why that's going to work in the fryer, and I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I don't fucking know it. All right, so we're going to fry our onions. Literally all this is just a regular pot filled with oil, and we've turned it on a while ago. This is Stefan. He's my little pig. He holds all my kitchen equipment, and he's a real good boy. Now, you don't want to do these all at once, okay? You want to do these in small batches because they need room to move. They need room to breathe. If you throw them all in at once, they're going to clump together. You're not going to release the water. They're not going to get crispy. You're going to have a soggy ball of onions. So we're doing just like small fistfuls at a time. And we're going to spread that out. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. Oh, fuck, that's bad. Oh, fuck. Okay, so two things. These go fast, and I think it's because I had the fucking stuff on too high. So those are probably a little over crispy. And here we go. There's the honesty level. This was way too full, and I put way too many onions in it, so it fucking boiled over. And now I have a giant mess to clean up. And I'm just really glad nobody got hurt, because that could have gone real fucking bad. Shit pile less oil and way less onions. And my house isn't on fire, so that's fucking cool. So this is what happens when you make crispy onions and you pay attention. This is what happens when you think you're hot shit and you make crispy onions on camera. Build a little nest of our crispy onions. We're gonna do this first because ultimately what it's gonna do is help hold the sauce. Wowzers, those are yummy.